This is Messages from the Universe with Laurie Wondra of Your Life Core. Here, Laurie delivers information from the Mastery Realms related to astrology, planetary influences, energy surges, and generally how we are evolving. She connects with angels, guides, ascended masters, astro beings, and those that come forward with messages to help us on our journey. Welcome, everyone, to Messages from the Universe podcast.
Hello, I am Laurie Wondra, and thank you for listening. We are always connected to Source. We come from somewhere. Humanity was born from somewhere. We know we come from parents, but humanity was born from something greater. We have that internal connection of a knowing that we came from somewhere. We're always connected to that somewhere. We contain the energy of all and everything. Humans and our galaxy have about 97% of the same kind of atoms, and the elements of life appear to be more prevalent towards the galaxy's center. The crucial elements for life on Earth are called the building blocks of life, and they can be abbreviated with the letters CHNOPS. Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur. For the first time, astronomers have cataloged the abundance of these elements in a huge sample of stars. And in a world that emphasizes separation and individuality, the idea that we are always connected to a greater source, be it called divine wisdom, divine intelligence, or divine love, offers us a profound and transformative perspective. This connection transcends geographical boundaries, emotional states, and personal circumstances, affirming that no matter where we are or what we experience, we are part of a larger tapestry of existence. We're part of all. There's a connection with us and all that ever was and all that ever will be. And at the core of this connection is the understanding that Source is not a distant entity, but an intrinsic aspect of our being. This divine presence is woven into the fabric of our lives, influencing our thoughts, our emotions, and certainly our actions. When we recognize this connection, we can tap into an endless reservoir of wisdom and guidance that helps navigate the complexities of life. It also helps us understand why the actions of one irritate us so much, or the actions or the experiences of the world impact us, no matter where we are. In moments of uncertainty or doubt, it is this connection to Source that can provide clarity and direction, and reminding us that we are never truly alone. And let's peel back those areas of divine wisdom, divine intelligence, and divine love. Divine wisdom can manifest in many forms: gut feelings, intuitive insights, serendipitous events, or a deep sense of knowing that emerges from within. There are no coincidences. There are events that happen, and we're part of those events. And those moments often arise when we are quiet, when the noise of the external world allows ourselves to be present and attuned to the subtle messages from the universe. We're one with that universe. We are always plugged in, but it's just how we have our volume turned up or down, or sometimes off. This internal dialogue with Source nurtures our spiritual growth. It encourages us to trust our instincts and embrace the journey of self-discovery. It can provide courage as the wisdom thoughts pulse us and push us to move forward. And divine intelligence reflects the inherent order and the intelligence that permeates the universe. If we agree the universe is intelligent, it reminds us that everything is interconnected, and every experience, no matter how challenging, contributes to our evolution. Everything is part of our evolution. By acknowledging this, we can shift our perspective on adversity and viewing it as a necessary part of our learning process rather than a setback. And that's just a more comfortable way to look at life. This understanding then fosters resilience and courage, and it empowers us to face life's trials with grace and strength, knowing we will process through, we will grow, we'll be all right. And divine love, well, that serves as the foundation of our connection to Source. This love is unconditional, all-encompassing, and ever-present, inviting us to open our hearts and embrace compassion, not only for ourselves, but for others as well. And when we recognize that we are all connected through this divine love, that we all come from this divine place of love, it encourages empathy, kindness, and understanding in all our interactions. This shift in consciousness creates a ripple effect, enhancing our relationships and fostering a sense of community. Have you ever sat back and wondered where your ancestors mustered up their courage? Were they too plugged into this divine wisdom, this intelligence, and certainly with love? Did they look to the skies for answers? Did they look for that divine wisdom? This realization that we are always connected to Source can also alleviate feelings of isolation and disconnection that many people experience in today's fast-paced world. The truth is it's always been there. Through generations, there have been generations that have felt stuck, unsure, isolated, scared. In moments of solitude or fear, rather than feeling alone, we can choose to embrace the idea that we're part of a vast, interconnected web of life that's ever-changing, ever-pulsing, ever recreating itself. This perspective empowers us to find solace in the knowledge that we are supported by a loving divine presence. Regardless of our physical surroundings or circumstances, everything is always changing and nothing remains the same. Recognizing our eternal connection to divine wisdom, intelligence, and love profoundly impacts our lives. It fosters that sense of belonging, and there's a purpose. There's something guiding us through life's complexities with clarity and compassion. We have roadmaps and decisions and contracts and agreements, and there's celebrations and challenges along the path. But by embracing this connection, we not only enhance our own lives, but we also contribute to the collective well-being of humanity. Wherever we are, whatever we face, we are truly never disconnected from Source. We are always held in the embrace of divine energy, inviting us to grow, to learn, to love unconditionally. And the universe always provides resources to us to work through those things. Resources in food or housing or income or friends or family or other life energy. Recognizing and connecting to Source more frequently helps. Connecting to Source, divine wisdom, divine intelligence, and divine love can profoundly enrich our lives, yet many struggle to recognize or access this connection regularly. I hear almost weekly, I feel so alone, I feel stuck, I feel like I don't know what to do, I don't have any courage, I don't want to take any risks. These thoughts and intents continue to move you in or hold you in those spaces. But cultivating an awareness that you're plugged into something greater, that too requires intention, mindfulness, and practical strategies. It's shifting where you feel you are stuck to where you feel you can become unstuck and what's there to help pull you or push you or navigate you along. By implementing certain practices, we can enhance our ability to recognize and connect with Source more frequently, ultimately deepening our spiritual journey. And I'm going to cover those here in a moment. But before I do, you might be asking, why is she talking about connecting to Source? Many of us are going through changes right now. The world is going through changes. That's just part of our evolution, but it can be scary and challenging and uncomfortable. And when we get into these states of fear, depression, anxiety, stress, anger, hatred, those are all low frequencies. We become further disconnected from our true Source, our true source, our birthright of divine love, divine wisdom, and divine intelligence, and we forget that we're connected to all. You might be listening to this and say, so in those moments of depression, anxiety, hatred, and anger, then what are we connected to? Well, we're connected to that vibrational frequency. And I'm just encouraging you to unplug from that vibrational frequency and plug into the divine wisdom, divine intelligence, divine love, your birthright, the higher frequencies, those places that you came from, the places that continue to evolve and interact and are moving in a forward action. So how do we do that? Well, one, mindfulness and presence. And I believe that we will continue to hear more and more about being mindful and being present. One of the most effective ways to connect with Source is through mindfulness. By bringing our attention to the present moment, we create space to receive insights and guidance for now. What do I need now? I don't need anything for yesterday. I don't need anything for tomorrow or next week. But what do I need right now? And mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or simply observing our surroundings can help quiet the mind's chatter, take you out of your mental processes, that loop of programs that you have playing in your brain. Set aside time each day to sit in stillness, focusing on your breath or the sensations in your body, allowing you to attune yourself to the subtle vibrations of Source, as you are always connected to the vibrations of those things around you. Simply by placing your feet on the ground, you are plugged in to Mother Earth. This practice of practicing mindfulness and being present not only calms the mind, but it also opens your heart to the intuitive messages that often go unnoticed in the busyness of daily life. 2. Nature nurtures, or nature's a getaway. Nature serves as a powerful reminder of our connection to Source. Spending time outdoors, whether it's through hiking or trekking, walking, or simply sitting in a park, allows you to reconnect with the natural world and its rhythms. As I'm looking out the windows now and I'm watching the trees lose their leaves, that's a natural rhythm of Earth, the seasons, the rhythm of a tree budding and growing its leaves to then losing its leaves, hibernating or sleeping, what we would call in the winter months, and then reblooming. Observing the beauty and the intricacies of nature can awaken a sense of wonder and awe, making it easier to recognize the divine presence in our lives. In these moments, we can reflect on our place within the larger ecosystem, fostering gratitude and appreciation for the interconnectedness of all living beings. As I look out my window and I watch the leaves fall, I ask myself, what too am I losing or letting go of? The messages of the trees pass on to me also. Maybe it's time for me to release emotions or feelings or mental processes that I no longer need. Maybe I need to clean my closets. Maybe I need to declutter in some areas. But as we observe and we understand we are part of a larger ecosystem, we see the messages of nature, because nature is always speaking to us. 3, journaling. Now, some of you would say, I don't journal, but journaling can bring on clarity. Writing can be a potent tool for connecting to Source. Journaling allows us to express our thoughts and feelings, creating a dialogue within our inner selves. By regularly reflecting on our experiences, our emotions, and intuition, we can begin to identify patterns and insights that resonate with divine wisdom. Prompts such as, what is my heart telling me? Or how can I align more with my true self? Are great starter questions that allow you to explore deeper within yourself. And over time, this practice can help you recognize the subtle nudges from Source and understand how they manifest in our daily lives. The last few years when I've done retreats, I have given out their little oracle decks that you pull a card and it gives you a thought-provoking question to journal on. As many people say, I don't know what to journal about. There's tools around us that help instigate or start where to focus. In school, we learned the teachers would give us a topic or a subject, and we would start writing. Well, the universe gives us those tools that are around us. And if you don't know where to start, ask for the tools to help you start. 4, cultivating gratitude. Now, gratitude is a powerful practice that helps us connect with Source and stay connected with that higher frequency. And by acknowledging the blessings in our lives, we open our hearts to the flow of divine love, creating a gratitude journal. Or maybe you start your daily journaling or your weekly journaling with just a few statements of gratitude. When we regularly note what we are thankful for, it shifts our focus from lack to abundance. And the frequency of lack or scarcity to abundance is 10 times fold. This practice not only enhances our connection to Source, but it also elevates our overall mood, our vibration, our frequency, and our perspective as to what we have access to and what we're deserving of. When we recognize that abundance is all around us, we become more attuned to the divine support of that vibration that permeates our existence, and the law of more is more takes place. More gratitude, more gratitude. More abundance, more abundance. More happiness, more happiness. 5, seeking stillness. Being quiet. In a world filled with distractions, finding moments of stillness can be transformative. Sometimes it can feel impossible, but incorporating periods of silence into your daily routines, whether that's through meditation, quiet reflection, or simply disconnecting from technology, that's what allows you to reconnect with your inner self and the divine presence. During these still moments, we can invite Source into our consciousness, asking for guidance or clarity. We create space for the universe to fill in. The insights gained in these quiet spaces often reveal profound truths and help us navigate our paths with greater confidence. I oftentimes have clients feel they're stuck or they have a looming decision over them, and they're racking their brains thinking about all the pros and the cons, making lists, pros and cons, talking to everybody. And I suggest to them, create space, take a break, go for a walk, be out in nature. Don't think about anything. Maybe go into quiet time, asking the universe to give you answers or point you in a direction. And you will be surprised as to the outcome or what you do gain from those quiet moments. 6, intuitive practices. This is about engaging in practices that enhance intuition, and those can deepen your connection to Source. Activities like card readings, oracle cards, tarot card readings, or simply intuitive exercises such as choosing a color that resonates with us each day can open up channels of communication with our higher selves. These practices encourage us to trust our instincts and recognize the guidance that comes from within. We're always plugged into our higher selves, and our higher selves are always plugged in to that divine wisdom, and we forget that. And as we learn to listen to our intuition, we align more closely with divine wisdom because we are always connected, and it's just drawing attention to what you already know. 7, building community. Connecting with like-minded individuals can strengthen our connection to Source. Participating in groups such as spiritual groups, workshops, or even casual discussions about spiritual experiences can really provide encouragement and insight. The universe puts us in places and with people that spawn great conversations because that's also part of our growth and our evolution. Sharing our journeys with others can remind us that we're part of a larger community, and that fosters a sense of belonging and support. And these interactions often spark inspiration and motivate us to explore our connections to Source more deeply. More importantly, these other relationships give us experiences or insight or allow us space to ponder what we might not have thought of ourselves or what we might not have experienced ourselves. And 8, embracing creativity. Creativity can be a pathway to Source, allowing us to express our inner truths and our emotions, whether that's through art, music, writing, or any other creative outlet, engaging in creative practices can lead to moments of inspiration and connection. When we allow ourselves to create freely, without restriction, without rules, without this feeling of, no, I'm not creative, I can't do that, we can tap into a flow state where divine insights emerge effortlessly. Embracing our creativity invites source into our lives. It illuminates our path and helps us discover deeper aspects of ourselves. It's that childlike wonder that comes deep up from our solar plexus, from the belly of our being, up into our heart and out into the world. And if we can just find those activities that allow us to tap into some fun activities, this allows us to become more connected. Connecting to source happens more frequently when you create the space to practice these things more frequently. It cultivates awareness, mindfulness, intentional practices, and by incorporating these strategies into our daily lives, we can deepen our understanding and our connection to divine wisdom, intelligence, and love. And as you practice, you will also notice that you attract those around you that have similar vibrations and are also on that path of seeking or experiencing. Ultimately, embracing our connection to source empowers us. It helps us navigate life with clarity, with purpose, with love, with excitement and courage. I recently came across an article that laid out 11 powerful psychological truths in life. Let me run through those and see what your thoughts are to these 11 items. Starting with number 1, silence is more powerful than trying to prove a point. 2, when trust is broken, sorry means nothing. 3, control your actions, learn to react less and observe more. 4, when you are honest, you will disconnect from people that don't deserve you. 5, interaction with the person with a beautiful heart is more than 1,000 beautiful faces. Number 6, small circle, private life, clear mind creates opportunity for a happy heart. Number 7, never go back to somebody that's already broken you. Number 8, stop overthinking. You can't control everything. Just let it be. Number 9, if someone is stupid enough to walk away from you, be smart enough to let them go. Number 10, true friends are very rare. If you have one, you're very lucky. And number 11, you are not responsible for the version of you in someone else's mind, but you are responsible for you. Now, I don't necessarily agree with all of them or the wording of them. So, for example, of number 4, that when you're honest, you will disconnect from people that don't deserve you. I believe that there's plans and pathways and roads that we take in life, and it doesn't necessarily mean that people deserve or don't deserve, or events that happen to us we are deserving or don't deserve them. There are purposes and things beyond what we comprehend as humans that we know to be true. I also, number 9, if someone is stupid enough to walk away from you, be smart enough to let them go. I don't like that word stupid, just to be honest. It feels very harsh. But if someone is walking away from you, it is smart to let go of the energy that might be holding you back from allowing you to walk away also. There's words of wisdom in these statements, and sit with them, ponder them. Plug into divine wisdom, divine intelligence, or divine love, or all 3 of them. If you feel unplugged, plug back in. Acknowledge your connection. Number 11 is probably my favorite. You are not responsible for the version of you in someone else's mind, but you are responsible for you. And that last piece is what I've added. Plug back in. Get the electricity flowing again to a point where you feel plugged in. That is your responsibility. You are never really unplugged, but you have lost the focus of your connection. You are focused on other things that take you away from your natural energy of divine love, divine intelligence, and divine wisdom. We can get scattered. Have the strength to lift your roots wherever you've planted them and move them to a new location, a location that you can feel nurtured and cared for and loved. And if you feel disconnected, pause, breathe. 2 feet on the ground, shoulders back and relaxed, hands open and relaxed. Acknowledge where you are. Acknowledge you are here now, today, this moment. Acknowledge you are alive and that you recognize your place on earth. And just breathe. Take a deep breath in and hold it for the count of 5 and then slowly exhale. And now do that for 2 more times. Imagine the light from your heart running down through your legs and out the bottoms of your feet as you connect to Mother Earth. And just for a moment, I want you to focus on your feet. Mother Earth is part of our solar system, so you are connected to Mother Earth. You are connected to the universe through the energy that is within you and all around you. You are one with that energy. And just for a moment, as you focus on your feet, can you feel the vibration and the pulsing in the bottoms of your feet? Can you feel that energetic surge, that connection of electricity that connects you to you and Mother Earth? And when you feel scared, draw attention to your heart. Notice that heart energy now. Is your heart beating fast? Is it slow? Is it normal? Feel the beat of your heart. Put your hand on your chest or your fingertips on your wrist and feel your heart work as it pushes blood through the organs of your body. Think of your organs working together. All have their jobs. They all have their expertise, yet they all depend on each other. They're all connected. The heart being the catalyst for movement of energy between all. The heart having the ability to rest, relax, or to work really hard to provide more energy if needed. It is stability. It provides stability for your system. External to you, the angels provide energy for stability. The earth provides stability to you. The angels provide the energy to guide, to guard, to show, or direct. Call on them. Call on them to be present. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, they surround you in the east, south, west, and north. Call on your loved ones, your ancestors, your guides, your animal spirit guides that are there to guide you and give you direction. And when you feel stuck or lost, draw attention to your feet. Yes, I'm going back to your feet. Focus on them now until you feel that pulse of energy that runs through you and down through the floor. The reminder of movement of energy, that all is always moving and nothing stays the same. You may feel stuck, but the energy of the world and the energy that runs within you is always moving. Close your eyes now and imagine yourself in the flow of air that hovers around you, taking you with the current of forward. Imagine yourself riding on a kite that is flying onto a great adventure. Or better, imagine yourself riding on the back of a dragon and you're flying through the universe, allowing the energy of the universe to carry you where you need to go or you need to be, allowing you to gain the wisdom and maintain the connections that you have. And maybe that kite or the dragon has settled calmly on the ground, and in that place you are needed to be at this time, right where you are with your feet on the ground until the universe is aligned and you're ready to move on. For you today, now, you are safe, you are secure, and you'll be ready when it's all aligned. The universe shines on you, bringing light and love and laughter and the joy frequencies of the universe. This is a time for you to recognize your connectivity with divine wisdom, divine intelligence, and divine love, because you are a divine living being. I'm Laurie Wondra of Your Life Core, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to Messages from the Universe podcast with Laurie Wondra of Your Life Core. For current events or to schedule a private session with Laurie, please visit yourlifecore.com.